Hey guys, what's up? My name is Flaregun, and this is Learning to Use Vegas, number 3. So, in the previous episodes, they've been kind of long, and they're just telling you basically how Vegas works, getting started with editing and everything. So hopefully now, after watching these videos, you've warmed up to Vegas, you know how pretty much everything works. So, now I'm just going to show you guys basically some tips in this episode, and the next ones, we're going to get sort of advanced. So yeah, now for the tips, I'm just going to give you, this is probably going to be a shorter video, so let's go ahead and get started. I wasn't explaining how I like zoomed in on the timeline in my previous episodes, and I apologize. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in a clip from the project media. This is a pretty short clip, and I'm going to extend it out from the beginning a little bit. So basically what you do is you use your scroll wheel on your mouse to zoom in. Now wherever your current time indicator, the little flashing line is, that's where it's going to zoom in. So if I put it in the middle of the clip and zoom, see, it'll put my clip in the middle and it'll zoom towards that. Now I can unzoom by scrolling back, and I'll just show you that it actually zooms in where this is by clicking away. See, it zooms in where my cursor is. And this does not affect the place your cursor is. Your cursor does not move whatsoever when you zoom in. It's in the same exact place. So that's something I really wanted to add. So now what I want to show you guys is how to fade and how to edit your fades. So basically what a fade is if you can tell, when you hit play, this will scroll across, and once it hits the clip, that's when it's actually going to play, like that. So fading in means that it will start from black and it will go into the clip slowly. So what we can do is we can go to the top left corner, and you'll see that it comes up with this curved little thing with the double arrow, and you can click and drag it. Now, if you have, a little common sense, you can realize that over time, it followed this blue line, and that's the opacity. And basically, the opacity is the clip's percentage of being there, and if you lower it, the clip will, will kind of disintegrate. And when it's 100%, the whole clip is there. Let me demonstrate. I'll just put it right here, and I'll lower the opacity slower, and it'll eventually fade to nothing. So basically what fading is it fades in from black. It fades in the opacity to 100, so that means it's just fading in the clip. It's like a fade. Now what it already starts off with is, let me zoom here, it starts off really speedy. It goes normal, then it kind of slows into the actual clip. Now you can right click on here and go up to fade type, and you can see these little presets. I personally like the straight line from corner to corner, because that's just the most even fade you can get. As you can see in my preview screen, as I scroll frame by frame there, it goes in slowly. So that's how to pretty much edit your fade type. There's a bunch of different things you can do. You can get you can get very specific with the starts off fast, goes medium, it's done, and then it goes in fast again. So that's basically it. If you wanted to fade a clip out, just do the same thing on the top right corner and drag it in. So that's a fade. So it just lowers the opacity slowly until it's eventually all gone. So that's pretty much how to add a fade and edit it. What I also wanted to say is, I've already taught you how to slow down, but if you've forgotten, basically what you do is you just go to the end of the clip, hold control until the squiggly line appears, click and drag. Now this is all fine and dandy and everything, and it's really cool in slow motion, but your audio is going to sound horrible. The reason is because it's gonna try and auto correct your pitch to what it was originally, and it's gonna sound like really staticky and disgusting. So what you want to do is you want to right click on your audio. You want to hit go to properties, and it'll say lock to stretch right here. Now you see the pitch change. It doesn't change the pitch. You want it to change the pitch. So when you click, it'll go negative, and that's what you want when you slow down a clip, and you want positive when you speed it up. So basically what this does when you press OK is it makes everything deeper according to how much you slowed it down, so it doesn't sound horrible. Like, let's say for instance you have someone talking, and when you slow it down and it doesn't change, they'll sound like kind of robotic and stupid, and like you can't understand them. And when you like to stretch the audio, they'll sound deeper. Their voice will sound a lot deeper. And vice versa, when you speed it up, they'll sound kind of chipmunkish, and that's actually what you want. You don't want static, all that stuff. So I'll demonstrate when it's sped up. Let's see, I'm pretty sure that's sped up. Right click and it'll be positive. See, the most you can get is 24. So if I speed it up all the way till it stops, oh goodness, like that, I'm pretty sure, yeah, and you right click, go to properties, it'll be 24, positive or negative depending on if you speed it up or slow it down, and that's the max you can slow something down. You can always render that out, bring it in, then slow it down again, but that will, you know, decrease your quality according to your frame rate, you know. So that's not always recommended. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just delete this and bring in it again. It's better. It's easier than just undoing everything. So the last thing I wanted to talk about is markers. Now markers, you use the M as in Mary key. So you can just press M on the keyboard, and it'll come up with this bar, and you can actually type and name it. So I'm gonna type marker. Marker 1. You don't have to name it. You can just press enter, and it'll come up with this orange line that when you click on it, it snaps to it. Now what this is for let's say you have something here and you want to do something with it later. You have to like cut something and bring it to this exact spot. You can always cut it and it'll drag and it'll snap to this exact spot, and no matter if you zoom or not, it'll stay in the same exact place. And you can add as many as you want. You can add a ton. I'll just press play and hit M all I want, and it'll actually create markers while it's playing. The only downfall to, and this isn't a big downfall to doing it while it's playing, is you can't name them, but you can always just right click on one and go to rename, and there you go, you can rename it to whatever you want. So that's pretty much markers, and that's pretty much the end of this tutorial. Just some tips and kind of tricks, I guess you would say. The next tutorials we'll be getting into pan cropping, keyframing, stuff that's really sort of a step up. So I recommend you just practice Vegas, and I'll see you guys next time.